Hello, we're going to sing for you a really hardcore rock song today. You may have heard of it, you may not, you probably haven't, and we call it Ernie. You could hear the youth beats pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun around and round, and he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lidley Lane at number 22. She said she was too good for him, she was haughty, proud and chic, but Ernie got his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, "All right, sweetheart." And when he'd finished work one night, he loaded up his cart. He said, "Do you want it pasteurised? Because pasteurised is best." She says, "Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to my chest." That tickled Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty wholemeal bread, and when she seen the size of his hot meat pies, it nearly turned her red. She verily swooned his macaroon, and he said, "If you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every morning and crumpets every night." He knew once he sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, and old Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's horse and cart outside her door. It drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30, and he leapt down from his van, hot blood through his veins did course, and he went to Ernie's cart and didn't arf kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. Trigger! And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed out into the street, his gulp top in his hand, and said, "If you want to marry Susie, you'll fight for her like a man." "Oh, why don't we play cards for her?" he sneeringly replied. "And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side." Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick, things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavoured yogurt sent it spinning from his hand. Now Susie ran between them, and tried to keep them apart, and Ernie, he pushed her aside, and a rock cake caught him underneath his heart, and he looked up in pain surprised, and the concrete-hardened crust of a stale pork pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Ernie was only 52. He didn't want to die, and now he's gone to make deliveries in that milk round in the sky, where the customers are angels, and ferocious dogs are banned, and the milkman's life is full of fun in that fairy dairyland. But a woman's needs are manifold, and soon she married Ted. But strange things happened on their wedding night as they lay within their bed. Was that the trees a rustling, or the hinges on a gate, or Ernie's ghostly gold tops are rattling in their crate? They won't forget Ernie! Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West!